Listen carefully. What if I told you there are 7 forbidden mudras, ancient hand gestures so powerful they've been kept out of mainstream teachings for centuries? Mudras that can unlock hidden energy in your body, intensify your manifestations, and alter your very sense of reality? In this video, we will reveal these 7 secret mudras, each rumored to harness energy from a realm modern science barely recognizes. But tread carefully, misusing them can lead to serious energetic consequences. Are you prepared to challenge everything you've been taught about your body, your mind, and the silent forces that guide our universe? Keep watching. Once you see the truth of these forbidden mudras, there's no going back. The hidden language of mudras. Why this matters: mudras are hand gestures, but not merely symbolic. They act like energetic codes, bridging your physical form and the quantum field that pervades reality. In many Eastern traditions, a mudra is believed to direct life force, prana, chi, ki, or however you name it, through invisible channels in the body, amplifying certain states of mind, emotion, and vibration. The forbidden aspect arises when these mudras dip into deeper, more volatile levels of consciousness that challenge conventional boundaries. Think about it. Your hands are not just tools for physical tasks. They're energetic projectors. Each fingertip is connected to an element: earth, water, fire, air, ether, and each combination can unlock or block energetic pathways in your body. If everything is truly interconnected as quantum physics suggests, then focusing energy through specific finger placements can broadcast your intentions into the universal field, shaping outcomes that defy logic. This is where caution is essential. Like focusing sunlight with a magnifying glass, these forbidden mudras concentrate energy with a piercing intensity. If used haphazardly or with negative intention, the blowback can be severe. Energetic imbalances, emotional upheavals, or even spiritual crises. But enough warnings. If you're here, something in you craves deeper mastery, the power to shape your life at a level beyond typical self-help. So let's dive in. Each of these 7 mudras is rumored to access potent currents that can drastically boost your energy and shift your destiny. Quantum entanglement meets ancient wisdom. How mudras work in the modern mind. Before exploring each mudra, let's anchor this in something tangible. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles remain connected across vast distances. Information or influence travels beyond our normal sense of space-time. If your consciousness can harness that entangled field, your focused intention could ripple outward, influencing probability in everyday life. Mudras serve as a gateway, a physical stance that triggers certain mental, emotional, and energetic states. By adopting specific hand gestures, you align neural networks, heart rhythms, and subtle energy flows. This synergy can attune you to non-local consciousness, the same realm quantum physics hints at, where everything interconnects. Thus, these forbidden mudras become keys to unlocking cosmic alignments that most people never realize they can tap into. 1. The Vajra binds mudra. Piercing reality. Why it's forbidden. Often taught only in advanced Tantric or Vajrayana Buddhism circles, Vajra binds is said to evoke a thunderbolt effect, piercing illusions around you. Legend says this mudra can accelerate karmic lessons so swiftly, you might face intense challenges, all to catapult you into higher awareness. How to form it. Left hand. Form a fist with the thumb inside the fingers. Right hand. Place your index and middle fingers extended together, other fingers folded, with the thumb gently pressing those folded fingers. Gently rest the right extended fingers against the left fist, near the wrist area. The energetic effect. This mudra is associated with the element of fire, symbolizing transformation and sudden illumination. When performed, some claim a surge of heat in the solar plexus or the heart region, reflecting a sharp, lightning strike to the subconscious. Caution. The Vajra binds mudra can trigger swift changes in external circumstances. You might find old relationships fracturing or new opportunities popping up from nowhere. If you're not ready to adapt to abrupt life shifts, use with extreme care. 2. The Chandrakanta mudra. Summoning lunar power. Why it's forbidden. Chandrakanta is linked to the moon sword, a mystical metaphor in certain Himalayan lineages. They believed harnessing lunar energy could unleash powerful intuitive gifts, but also instability if misused. This mudra is rarely taught openly because it can amplify emotional currents drastically, both your own and those around you. How to form it both hands. Press the tips of your ring finger and thumb together lightly, forming a circle. The other fingers remain softly curved, not rigid. Place your hands near your lower abdomen, palms facing each other about 6 inches apart, as if holding a subtle sphere of energy. The energetic effect deeply activates the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, where emotional energies and creative flows originate. Aligns with lunar cycles. Some practitioners do this mudra specifically during full moons or new moons for maximum effect. Caution: if you tend to be highly empathetic, Chandrakanta might open you to overwhelming emotional tides. Also, your intuitive hits may skyrocket, leading to vivid dreams or even mild clairvoyant experiences. If you're unprepared for that level of emotional intensity, progress slowly. 3. The Serpent's Gate Mudra. Accessing forbidden Kundalini currents. Why it's forbidden. In certain esoteric circles, Serpent's Gate is said to forcibly awaken Kundalini, the coiled energy at the base of the spine. An unprepared awakening can produce overwhelming physical and psychological symptoms, known as Kundalini syndrome. Hence, it's often withheld from novices. How to form it. Sit in a comfortable posture, spine straight. Left hand, place it in your lap, palm up. Right hand, extend your index and little finger, while the middle and ring fingers press lightly against the thumb. Rest your right elbow on your right knee, bringing your right hand near your navel area. The energetic effect intensifies energy flow along the spine, especially if combined with slow, rhythmic breathing. Practitioners often describe a slight buzzing or serpentine warmth ascending the lower back when maintaining this mudra for over 10 minutes. Caution: a sudden surge of Kundalini can cause emotional upheavals, spontaneous shaking, or dizziness. Master yogis caution that you must be grounded, physically healthy, and mentally stable before attempting Serpent's Gate regularly. 4. The Ajna Convergence Mudra. Third eye activation. Why it's forbidden. Ajna convergence specifically targets the third eye chakra, seat of intuition and higher perception. Some lineages fear that forcibly opening the third eye can unravel illusions too rapidly, leading to existential crises or a sense of detachment from ordinary life. How to form it. Place your hands in front of your forehead, palms facing each other about 6 inches apart. Bring your index and middle fingers of each hand to gently touch, forming a point that aligns with your brow center. Close your eyes and breathe steadily, visualizing a deep indigo light glowing between your eyebrows. The energetic effect concentrated energy floods the pineal gland region, potentially igniting states of clairvoyance or heightened inner vision. Many experience pressure at the brow, as if an invisible hand is pressing gently. Caution: sudden expansions of intuitive perception may destabilize day-to-day functioning if you're not prepared. It's wise to ground yourself, perhaps with daily physical exercise or meditation that emphasizes rooting energy, so you don't drift into constant head-in-the-clouds states. 5. The Hridaya Flame Mudra. Heart field expansion. Why it's forbidden. Hridaya, Sanskrit for heart, references the spiritual heart, believed to be the gateway to unconditional love and cosmic unity. The risk is that Hridaya flame can dissolve emotional boundaries so quickly that people might confront deep heartbreak, old traumas, or overwhelming compassion that they aren't ready to integrate. How to form it. Place both palms against your chest, one overlapping the other, fingers splayed. Breathe in, feeling the chest expand. As you exhale, gently press your hands inward, not forcibly, just enough to sense your heartbeat. With each breath, silently affirm, "My heart radiates infinite love, through me and beyond me." The energetic effect amplifies the electromagnetic field around the heart, as documented in heart math studies. Some feel a warmth or tingling in the chest, occasionally leading to emotional releases like tears or joyful laughter. Caution: opening the heart can be profoundly healing yet also vulnerable. If you hold deep emotional wounds, you might relive them sharply before healing occurs. Approach with compassion for yourself and, if needed, seek a supportive environment to handle emotional surges. 6. The Void Seal Mudra. Embracing nothingness. Why it's forbidden. Void Seal is associated with advanced Zen and Tibetan practices aiming to put the practitioner into a state of absolute emptiness or sunyata. The abrupt shift from everyday consciousness to near-nothingness can jar those who rely heavily on mental chatter. It's said that if you're not mentally prepared, a sense of existential dread or nihilism might arise. How to form it: sit comfortably, close your eyes. Interlock your fingers loosely, but keep the thumbs slightly apart, not touching each other. Rest your hands in your lap and focus on slowing your breath. Each exhale, imagine your mental noise dissolving, leaving only a silent void. The energetic effect induces a deep, silent space within the mind, akin to advanced meditative states. Practitioners often claim they vanish temporarily, losing the sense of ego-bound identity. Caution: this can be disorienting. Expect feelings of detachment from daily concerns. This is beneficial for transcendence, but requires mindful reintegration so you don't lose functionality in everyday life. 7. The Crown Union Mudra. Tapping the universal self. Why it's forbidden, sometimes called the Gate of Brahma. Crown Union is rumored to open the Sahasrara crown chakra so fully that the sense of individuality temporarily dissolves. This radical unity can cause spiritual euphoria, but also intense confusion if not guided properly. How to form it: raise your hands overhead, gently touching the fingertips from both hands together, forming a lotus shape just above your head. Let your arms be relaxed, shoulders soft. Keep your gaze slightly upward or eyes closed. Breathe in, visualizing a beam of light descending from above, passing through your joined fingertips into your body. The energetic effect enhances cosmic awareness. You may feel waves of bliss, a sense of being plugged into universal consciousness. Some describe immediate experiences of oneness, where personal boundaries dissolve briefly, leading to states akin to mystical union. Caution: this mudra can be extremely disorienting for those unacquainted with states of unity consciousness. Emotional aftershocks, existential questions, or sudden identity confusion can ensue if you attempt to maintain it for extended periods without grounding. How to integrate these forbidden mudras safely. If each of these mudras drastically boosts your energy and reshapes your internal frequency, how do you practice them without self-sabotage? Start gradually. Pick one mudra at a time. Don't try them all in a single day. Each mudra can trigger unique energetic shifts. Give yourself time to adapt. Set clear intentions before forming any mudra. Silently affirm your purpose. For example, may this practice awaken beneficial energies that serve my growth. Such clarity helps the universe shape your experience positively. Mindful time limits for intense mudras like Serpent's Gate or Crown Union. Keep sessions short, maybe 5 minutes initially. Over time, you can extend as you learn to handle higher energy. Stay grounded. Practice grounding exercises, like walking in nature, after your session. Keep a balanced diet and maintain physical health, so any surge in subtle energy doesn't overwhelm your body. Observe emotional responses. Journal your experiences. If a mudra triggers sadness, anger, or unexpected joy, note it. Over time, patterns emerge, teaching you which areas of your psyche are being activated. Respect the power. Approach these mudras with humility. They aren't party tricks or quick fixes. They reflect centuries of esoteric knowledge, originally guarded to prevent misuse or spiritual meltdown. Why these mudras are labeled forbidden? The real reason, you might wonder, are they truly forbidden, or is that just hype? The label forbidden often emerges from lineages that reserved advanced teachings for initiates. In these traditions, uninitiated folks might misuse the knowledge, harming themselves or others through energetic imbalances. Cultural appropriation. Another layer is that these mudras come from sacred Eastern spiritual contexts. Historically, teachers insisted you train thoroughly before receiving final or secret gestures. Without the preceding discipline, the intense energy can cause psychological or spiritual crises. Fear of disruption. Societies often fear individuals who master intangible, internal powers. It challenges hierarchical structures relying on external authority. If everyday people realize they can shift reality from within, entire social frameworks might tremble. Hence, certain mudras remain forbidden, not because they're immoral, but because they disrupt the norms of ignorance or dependence. They empower you to become your own teacher, your own source of energy alignment, which can be seen as threatening to external control systems. The quantum perspective. Entangling with your own future. Let's lace this back to the quantum viewpoint. If mudras are hand gestures plus intention plus emotional frequency, then each mudra is an attempt to entangle yourself with a specific future outcome. By shaping your internal vibration, you lock in frequencies that resonate with certain possibilities. As we know from quantum theory, observation collapses the wave function, and your mindful, consistent practice is an observation that selects from infinite potentials. Thus, the so-called forbidden mudras carry the capacity to multiply your energetic bandwidth so you can more powerfully observe and thereby manifest a new state of being. That is, if you handle them responsibly. If not, your internal confusion or negativity might collapse undesirable outcomes into your reality with equal force. Real stories. Anecdotes from practitioners, though rarely shared publicly. There are accounts from advanced yogis, monks, and modern spiritual seekers. Serpent's Gate mishap. A Western practitioner tried Serpent's Gate daily for 20 minutes. Within a week, he reported insomnia, vivid nightmares, and bursts of rage. Eventually, he sought out a teacher who recommended simpler grounding methods first. Once he scaled back, integrated earth-based meditations, he found that the Kundalini surge stabilized into a transformative creativity surge. Heart explosion with Hridaya flame. A woman battling deep grief after a divorce used Hridaya flame every morning. She initially felt overwhelming sadness, like a dam broke in my chest. After 2 weeks, though, she described an unexpected sense of peace and forgiveness. This mudra had forced her to confront stored heartbreak and release it, leading to profound emotional freedom. Ajna Convergence Vision. A graphic designer experimented with Ajna Convergence. Over the course of a month, she claimed her design work soared in originality. She experienced ephemeral glimpses of geometric forms and colors beyond normal imagination, which she integrated into her professional projects. She also reported occasional spaciness, prompting her to add more physical exercise to stay grounded. These experiences underscore both the potential and the caution needed. Each mudra can catalyze breakthroughs or crises, depending on the user's readiness and psychological context. Why embracing caution is non-negotiable. Powerful as they are, these mudras come with responsibility, like giving a toddler the keys to a car. Proper orientation is crucial. The emotional, mental, and energetic walls that once protected you from deeper spiritual realities dissolve swiftly if you jump into advanced techniques that can leave you vulnerable to old traumas resurfacing or unprepared expansions of consciousness. Ethical use. If you plan to share these mudras with friends or students, ensure they understand the historical context, potential pitfalls, and the need for emotional self-regulation. Not everyone is ready to see themselves so honestly, to face quantum leaps in self-awareness. Integrate into daily life. Even if you taste the forbidden mudras occasionally, the real transformation emerges when you integrate the resulting insights into your mundane routines. How do you treat people? How do you manage adversity? A huge spiritual opening is meaningless if it doesn't translate to kindness, clarity, and purpose in everyday scenarios. Spiritual maturity. There's a reason advanced lineages demanded rigorous discipline. Purifying the mind, clarifying intentions, and stabilizing emotional patterns before unveiling these gestures. True mastery arises from merging power with wisdom and compassion. Conscious language. Speaking with intention. Another dimension to remember. The synergy between mudras and your spoken words. Hand gestures shape your internal frequency, while spoken affirmations broadcast it outward. Imagine adopting Chandrakanta or Ajna Convergence while voicing a precise, heartfelt intention. This combination can amplify your manifestation abilities multifold. If you consistently speak words of abundance while forming Serpent's Gate, you might witness a surge in creative or financial breakthroughs. If you quietly chant mantras about love and compassion using Hridaya flame, you could magnetize deeper emotional healing experiences in your relationships. The synergy extends to your entire daily routine. By pairing certain mudras with morning affirmations, midday meditative resets, or bedtime gratitude reflections, you embed these high-frequency states throughout your life. When to avoid or limit practice, though empowering, these mudras might be counterproductive under specific conditions. Severe mental health issues. If you're dealing with intense trauma, psychosis, or major anxiety episodes, it's best to consult a mental health professional first. High-energy practices can destabilize fragile mental states. Unstable life phases. If you're in the middle of a major crisis, like divorce, job loss, or grief, some forms of forbidden mudras might intensify emotional chaos. Ease into gentler meditations or grounding methods until you stabilize. Substance influence. Combining powerful mudras with alcohol, psychedelics, or other drugs can produce unpredictable results. The synergy might catapult your mind into extremes you're unprepared to handle. Over-addiction to spiritual highs. Some get addicted to the rush or visionary states, chasing them daily without balancing everyday responsibilities. This can lead to escapism rather than genuine spiritual integration. These warnings aren't meant to scare you, just to ensure you approach these advanced practices with respect and readiness. Common questions and misconceptions question: are these mudras inherently dangerous or evil? No. The forbidden label primarily reflects their power and the cultural restrictions historically placed on them. They're tools that can be used positively or negatively. They become harmful only if approached recklessly. Question: do I need a guru or teacher? It helps to have guidance from someone experienced, especially if you sense emotional or energetic upheavals. But with mindful self-observation, journaling, and gradual practice, you can explore these mudras responsibly. Question: how long until I see results? Everyone differs. Some notice immediate surges of energy or intuition. Others might need weeks of consistent daily practice. The key is consistency, patience, and willingness to integrate changes as they arise. Question: can these mudras clash with my religion? In many cases, no. They're primarily about energetic manipulation and self-realization. They don't inherently conflict with belief systems unless your tradition specifically prohibits such practices. If in doubt, consult a spiritual authority within your path. Linking back to the bigger picture, you're more than you know. Stepping into these forbidden mudras reveals a fundamental truth. You are not just a physical entity living in a random universe. You are a conscious co-creator, connected to infinite energies that respond to your focus and intention. The illusions of separation or powerlessness fall away once you experience how swiftly these gestures shift your inner and outer worlds. This realization can spark a paradigm shift. You move from victimhood, where life happens to you, to an awakened stance, acknowledging that your subconscious vibrations attract or repel experiences. In this sense, these mudras serve as catalysts for spiritual evolution, tools that jolt your system out of complacency, urging you to explore the deeper reality beyond everyday appearances. If quantum entanglement and energy dynamics truly govern existence, then your hands become literal portals for channeling that cosmic interplay. Each mudra is a specialized key, unlocking a unique corridor of universal intelligence. This is the deeper secret behind the forbidden label. They challenge the status quo of ignorance, encouraging mastery of the intangible forces weaving destiny. Your journey forward: integrate, reflect, evolve. Having discovered these 7 forbidden mudras, you might feel excitement, curiosity, or even a dash of fear. That's a normal response to potent spiritual knowledge. Before diving in, reflect on how each mudra resonates with your personal goals or challenges. Are you seeking emotional healing or deeper love? Try the Hridaya flame, yearning for unstoppable creativity or financial openings. Explore Serpent's Gate or Chandrakanta carefully, craving clarity of purpose or spiritual insight. Experiment with Ajna convergence or crown union in short, mindful sessions. But remember, the results hinge less on the mechanical pose and more on your inner alignment. The sincerity of your intention, the clarity of your thoughts, and the emotional energy you pour into each gesture all shape the final outcome. 7 forbidden mudras recap with quick reference: Vajra binds element, fire effect, sharp transformation, lightning strike, insight caution, sudden external changes, potential life upheavals, Chandrakanta element, water and lunar cycles effect, heightened empathy, emotional wave riding, strong intuition caution, risk of emotional overwhelm, possibly fueling empathic overload, Serpent's Gate element, Kundalini fire effect, rapid ignition of coiled energy in spine, creative surges caution, must handle possible Kundalini syndrome, emotional meltdowns, Ajna convergence element, light, third eye effect, heightened vision, clairvoyant flashes, deeper cosmic insight caution, potential ungroundedness, headaches, existential confusion, Hridaya flame element, heart fire effect, radiates love, emotional healing, deep compassion caution, confrontation of stored heartbreak, vulnerability overload, void seal element, emptiness, sunyata effect, induces states of deep, quiet emptiness beyond ego caution, risk of nihilistic feelings, detachment from daily reality. Crown union element, ether/spirit effect, connection to universal consciousness, mystical unity. Caution, overwhelm, identity crisis if not well-grounded. Each mudra, if used wisely, boosts your energy and can pivot your reality drastically. The label forbidden underscores their intensity, not any innate malevolence. They demand respect, preparation, and a genuine desire to evolve. Behind the veil, the deeper purpose of these mudras. Ultimately, these gestures do more than just raise your energy or manifest desires. They represent stepping stones towards self-realization. People often chase spiritual techniques for quick gains, money, relationships, success. That can be part of the journey, but deeper down, these mudras help you confront illusions of separation, bridging your human personality with the infinite aspect of your being. As you explore them, you might discover unexpected emotional healing, like releasing childhood trauma or old grudges, recalibration of your life path, realizing certain careers, relationships, or social circles no longer fit your new vibration. Synchronicities, more frequent and uncanny, as if reality is bending to mirror your internal shifts. If that unsettles you, it's normal. Any transformation worth having requires stepping beyond comfort. If it feels too intense, gently slow down. The power of these mudras remains, ready for you when you choose to engage. Tying it all together, the world is ready for your new frequency as you incorporate these forbidden mudras into your practice. Keep the bigger picture in mind. You are part of a planetary awakening. Slowly, individuals worldwide are peeling back the illusions of limited reality, tapping cosmic energies that defy old paradigms. Each time you align your internal frequency, you send a ripple into the collective field, encouraging others to awaken in turn. This isn't about forming an exclusive club or secret society. It's about shared evolution. The real forbidden quality was only that society has, for ages, tried to keep spiritual empowerment out of everyday hands. Yet we stand at a global pivot point where knowledge once hidden is surfacing. People are hungry for authentic transformation, not shallow motivational pep talks. These 7 mudras can be your personal keys to accelerate the journey from fear, doubt, and smallness to a higher expression of who you truly are. So handle them responsibly, with gratitude and reverence for the ancient lineages that preserve them. When you activate the forbidden mudras, expect this. If you've journeyed with me this far, you might already be sensing the profound shift that occurs when these mudras become part of your practice. At first, the changes seem subtle, a slight increase in intuition, heightened emotional sensitivity, or moments of unusual clarity. But soon, these shifts compound into unmistakable transformations. The ripple effect of internal change. These mudras aren't simply gestures. They're energetic signatures sent directly into the quantum fabric that weaves your reality. As your internal frequency elevates, you'll notice external reality rearranging itself around your new vibration. Synchronicities become the norm rather than exceptions. Opportunities align effortlessly, as though life itself conspires to support your newfound path. But be prepared, because these transformations rarely happen without resistance. Initially, the universe might test your resolve, presenting you with scenarios that echo old patterns. This isn't a punishment or a setback. It's a chance to confirm that your vibration has genuinely shifted. Navigating the testing phase, for instance, you might adopt the Vajrabind's mudra, known for swift karmic accelerations, and suddenly find yourself confronted with unresolved conflicts from your past. Or perhaps the Serpent's Gate ignites your creative energy, but triggers old self-doubts that surface for healing. These experiences aren't accidents. They're invitations to choose differently this time, affirming your alignment with a higher reality. In moments of doubt or confusion, hold steady. Remind yourself that transformation requires facing these shadows directly. When you consciously decide not to revert to old responses, anger, frustration, victimhood, you solidify your new energetic state, ensuring your reality upgrades accordingly. How to recognize signs of progress. So, how can you tell that these forbidden mudras are effectively reshaping your reality? Amplified intuition. Your gut feelings become uncannily accurate. You sense outcomes clearly, even without logical evidence. Emotional release and healing. Old wounds rise briefly, often powerfully, but then fade as you acknowledge and integrate them. Peace follows, leaving you lighter than before. Vivid dreams and visions. Dreams become more symbolic and meaningful, often guiding you toward clarity and purpose. Shifts in relationships. Old relationships that don't match your new vibration fade effortlessly, while new connections aligned with your growth emerge rapidly. These shifts validate your progress, reminding you that you're no longer simply moving through life. You're actively co-creating it. Why these mudras were kept hidden? The true purpose by now, you might wonder. If these mudras offer such profound potential, why were they forbidden in the first place? Historically, spiritual authorities kept advanced knowledge away from unprepared seekers, not to deny empowerment, but to protect them from self-harm. Misused, these mudras can overwhelm an unstable psyche, intensify unresolved traumas, or lead to spiritual delusions. Their immense power requires equal measures of maturity and humility. Another layer of secrecy stems from societal structures. Spiritual empowerment threatens established hierarchies by enabling individuals to reclaim sovereignty over their lives. When ordinary people realize they can bend reality from within, they become impossible to control. Thus, these teachings were often guarded closely, taught only after extensive preparation and initiation. Today, however, the collective consciousness is awakening. Humanity is ready, or perhaps desperately needs, to rediscover these energetic keys. It's no accident you're watching this now. You're part of a larger awakening, drawn to teachings that previous generations couldn't openly access. Avoiding common pitfalls. Your path forward, however powerful, remember these mudras aren't magical shortcuts. True mastery requires consistent practice and deep inner work. Be cautious of these common mistakes. Seeking instant results. Spiritual growth is incremental. Expecting immediate transformations can lead to frustration. Trust the gradual shifts occurring beneath the surface. Overuse and burnout. Practicing multiple potent mudras excessively can overstimulate your nervous system. Listen to your body. Balance high-energy practices with grounding activities like walking in nature or simple breath work. Ignoring emotional signals. Mudras amplify emotional states. If intense emotions surface, don't suppress them. Acknowledge, reflect, and integrate. Emotional honesty is crucial for genuine spiritual advancement. Ego inflation. As you notice profound changes, beware of spiritual ego. Remember, true growth always comes with humility, compassion, and self-awareness. Spiritual pride can halt your progress. Approached responsibly, these mudras can radically enhance your life, awakening latent potentials you might never have imagined possible. Conclusion. You hold the power to transform. Here's the ultimate truth behind these forbidden mudras. They remind you of your inherent power to shape reality. You are not a passive observer in life's drama. Your hands, combined with your intentions and emotions, act as cosmic antennae, broadcasting your vibration into the universe and altering probabilities in your favor. Yet this empowerment comes with responsibility. The reason these mudras remained hidden wasn't merely to preserve secrecy, but because humanity needed time to evolve spiritually, emotionally, and mentally to handle such profound energetic shifts. You're now standing at the threshold of a new era, where teachings once considered dangerous or disruptive are precisely what's needed to heal, elevate, and transform our collective reality. Every time you perform a mudra, remember that you're connecting to centuries-old wisdom, passed through lineages that valued inner mastery over external power. Approach these teachings with respect, integrate them consciously, and watch as your reality reshapes itself according to your highest intentions. Ultimately, these mudras aren't about escaping your life, they're about consciously creating it. Your journey doesn't end here. It begins anew with every gesture, intention, and conscious breath. Welcome to the realization of who you truly are, a powerful creator, uniquely positioned to influence reality in ways you've only begun to imagine. You are ready now. Step into your power wisely.